Welcome back to Weapon Manipulation and Tactics. Today I'm reviewing the Sig Sauer 320 Compact. Okay, so this pistol has been out for a while. As most of you know, I'm a die-hard Glock shooter when it comes to polymer striker-fired pistols, but I'm a huge Sig fan. I've said they're 1911s, 226, 229, I mean, I've got them. So when it came out, it intrigued me, you know, striker-fired Sig pistol, pretty cool, but being a die-hard Glock fan, I mean, I kind of learned my lesson when the MMP came out. I bought an MMP, ran it, liked it, but I went back to the Glock. I just didn't, I couldn't find that sweet groove that I had with the Glock. Now I've been shooting Glocks for over a decade, so I'm sure some of that comes from that, but I don't know. That's just how I am. That's just how I felt about it. So I held off on buying this for a while. Until one day I was just intrigued and I was like, you know what, let me go back, let me put my hands on it, see what I think about it, and go from there. I ended up purchasing it, obviously, compact with night sights, and here's my quick overview of my thoughts on it. After I purchased it, I went straight from the gun store to my range, ran a couple mags through it, really like the way it shoots. It has a great trigger on it. It's a really soft shooter, great shooting pistol. The other instructor, Donnie, was with me. He's prior Marine Corps. He's a die-hard 226 guy. So I gave it to him and I was like, hey, it's a Sig, it's what you like, so run it, see what you think about it. He ran it. Once again, he's a 226 guy, so he's a hammer pistol guy. He liked it for what it is, but you know, he's gonna stick with stuff like that. But the fact that he liked it, you know, I give him an MMP and he's like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. So, you know, it says a lot that at least he liked it. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll go over the things that I like and don't like about the frame and the slide, and we'll go over there. So starting with the frame, as most of you know, it is a frame module, so the frame itself is not serialized. The fire control group is what is serialized. So it makes it nice for you to be able to swap in between frames. If you have a large frame or a small frame for a different shooter or something like that, you don't have to buy all these different pistols. You can just swap in between the two. Or if you want to change frame colors or something like that. What I don't like about it is that if you buy a Gen 4 Glock or an MMP, they already have the back straps in the box. So I don't have to go out and buy $50 modules. I just slap the different back straps on it and boom, I have a different size frame. So I think they kind of missed the ball on that one, but there is another perk to it. So say I send this frame off to Jim Joe Bob Stippling Co. and they jack up my frame. Now I don't have to spend the 100 or whatever it costs on a serialized frame. I can just spend the 50 bucks on a frame module and then my problem is solved. I probably shouldn't have sent it to Jim Joe Bob Stippling Co., but you know, live and learn. So in terms of comfort, it feels great in the hands. It doesn't feel as good as an MMP to me, but it feels better than a Glock. Once again, it's a tool, so it doesn't really matter too much comfort-wise, but when you're spending 500 bucks, you know, hey, if there's a pistol that does the same thing that's a little bit more comfortable, you know, hey, that's a bonus. But comfort is good. It still has a very high bore axis. You know, I don't know why they have to put the thing 5 miles above the beaver tail on it, but it is what it is. Glocks and MMPs have a low bore axis, which I love, but like I said, it is what it is. Moving on, it does have ambidextrous, if I could speak, slide release. So that's great for when you're doing offhand weapon manipulation, or if you're just a left-handed shooter. So all those things are very beneficial. Why Glock hasn't done that yet, I don't know. MMP does it, so I don't know why they haven't messed with that yet. Magazine release, I mean, that's pretty much standard now, just to pop it out, swap it over, and you're good there. Moving on to the slide. Rear cocking serrations are deep and there's tons of them, so you get a really good bite there. Love the fact that they put front press check serrations on the pistol like they do with all their other Sig pistols. Thank God there's a polymer striker fire pistol company that's doing that. Glock does not do it. MMP does not do it. So why, I don't know. I mean, it just blows my mind why you wouldn't do that. Yeah, I know that, you know, if the slide's clean and dry, it's not that hard to get a good purchase on it and pull back to verify you're around the chamber. But a lot of times, you know, if your hands are sweaty, bloody, or if there's just lube oozing out of the gun, sometimes it can be pretty slick. I want a solid purchase on my pistol. Fuck me, right? So, with that being said, I love the fact that they did it. Once again, there's plenty of them. They're deep and wide enough to where you get tons of bite. Night sights, like every other Sig night sight, they rock. No issues there. Really, my biggest gripe about it is going to be this back panel right here. I know it's based off the 250, but come on. I mean, for the money that you're charging, you should be able to take care of the aesthetics of it and make it look as appealing as the rest of the pistol does. You know, that just looks like dog shit. I'm sorry. Especially when your competition has a nice clean looking back end of the pistol like that, or M&P. I mean, all these guys have it sorted to where their pistol looks clean. There's nothing that just looks out of place. This looks like they built it striker fire and they're like, oh shit, we still have this opening for the hammer. Quick, Bob, snap some plastic in there and we're good. That's what that looks like. And Sig, come on. You know, you build phenomenal firearms. That's something that you should not be doing. So yeah, other than that, there's really not a lot of downfalls. I'll show you the trigger pull on it, which is probably one of my favorite things about the pistol. So, trigger pull, little bit of take up, hit the wall, and then decent pressure. There is some creep, and then it breaks. Then there's a decent reset. It's not super short, but reset, back to the wall, little creep, break. Reset, back to the wall, a little bit of creep, and break. Pretty good trigger right out of the box. Better than a bone stock Glock, and better than an M&P in my opinion. So that's my thoughts on the Sig 320. If you guys have any questions, please post them up in the comments. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.